Well, Union Minister Anant Kumar Hegde's remarks about the Constitution have created, predictably, a huge controversy. He claimed the BJP has come to power to change the Constitution and will do so, that too in the near future. Now, he said this, also saying that one must respect the word secular since it's in the Constitution, but it can be changed. He said secularists are like people without parentage. The minister is known, of course, for making controversial remarks. Also important to remember that this is coming ahead of those crucial elections in Karnataka, where the political pitch is only expected to rise sharply.
ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನೀವು ಒಪ್ಕೋಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದು, ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಸಂವಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಂವಿಧಾನಗಳು ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಅದೆಷ್ಟೋ ಬಾರಿ ಬದಲಾಗಿದೆ, ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬದಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವೇ ನಾವಿರೋದು, ನಾವು ಬಂದಿರೋದು, ಬದಲಾಯಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಜಾತ್ಯತೀತರು ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೊಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಗುರುತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಕ್ತವನ್ನು ಜಾತ್ಯತೀತರು ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ ಇವರು. ತಮ್ಮ ಗುರುತೇ ತಮಗಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಮಾತೆತ್ತಿದ್ರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಚಾರವಾದಿಗಳು ಜಾತ್ಯತೀತರು. ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಪರಿಚಯ ಅಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ, ಆದರೂ ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಚಾರವಾದಿಗಳು. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾತ್ಯತೀತರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜಾತಿ ಜೊತೆ ಗುರುಸ್ಕೊಂತಿರೋ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕುಲದ ಜೊತೆ ಗುರುಸ್ಕೊಂತಿರೋ, ಗುರುಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಕ್ತದ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇದೆ, ನಿಮ್ ಕಾಲು ಮುಟ್ಟಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಜಾತ್ಯತೀತರು ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಂಶಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವ್ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ.
Right, and among those who reacted were actor Prakash Raj in a whole series of tweets. He talked about Minister Hegde stooping so low, commenting on one's parenthood, also going on, in fact, to say that let's not distort and hijack our Hindutva, our way of life. And I spoke earlier with the Prakash Raj, who's known to speak his mind, who's forthcoming and does not mince his words. I talked about writing that very strong open letter to Minister Hegde and clearly feeling strongly enough about this to put his anger on paper.
It's not just the anger, it is the question, what is this nonsense happening, This man is a very violent person to be in any position and in any position of ruling of this country. Look at his language, look at his thought process, and look at what is he hinting at. He's hinting at, there is a language to speak, and what does he know about secularism? He is talking about changing the Constitution. I would like to ask him to first to read the preamble of the Constitution, and any changes in the Constitution is towards the preamble of this Constitution. I want him to be a little educated about what he is speaking. He is questioning the parenthood of seculars, of human beings. What is his agenda? What is the violence and what is the hatred, what is the disharmony he has got in his agenda? And he says, we have come to change the Constitution. Who is we? I would like to ask my beloved Prime Minister on this. Does he accept, or is he okay with what this man is saying, or is it this man's individual thought process?
Right, now Minister Hegde is of course known for these kind of comments which create headlines for all the wrong reasons. They are communal and anti-Islamic rhetoric. But would you say this is a new low?
Best response is ask him to get down. Vote him out. You should understand he is the most dangerous person for this wonderful, secular, diverse country's basic values. It is against humanity. It is intolerance at its peak. This man talks and gets away saying that he wants to wipe out Islam from this earth. He manhandles an hospital staff. All his speeches, he incites. He ignites violence. This man makes politics on dead bodies. He is not the man who cries for a communal violence, deaths of communal violence, but he wants to politicize each and every one of them. These are not the free thinkers, these are not the leaders we need in this country. Thank God, Constitution of India was in the hands of Ambedkar. If it was in such people, they would have created a hell and they would have sold us saying it was a heaven. This is fascism. This is a reincarnation of Hitler.
Well, some of the makers of the Indian Constitution, of course, didn't want the word secular there because they said that that really is the basic tenet of the Constitution. You don't really need to spell it out. I wonder what they would say now. But this is politics heating up ahead of the elections in Karnataka. Do you fear, sir, that worse is yet to come? There could be worse that we could hear?
With such people and with their leaders being silent on such people, the worst is going to come. And Karnataka or the citizen of this country is not going to take this lying down.
Right, sir, but could this be a move that could backfire? You're saying that the people have the final power, the people will not take this lying down. So why don't we create a situation where such moves, such comments backfire? There is condemnation from people like you, BJP largely silent, but this is of course a part that's now going after Karnataka in a big, big way. It's the next big challenge for the BJP.
I believe it will backfire to them. There is a limit. We respect Atal Bihari Vajpayee. They have had great leaders. But now, no. If you are going to be silent to anything which is anti-humanism, anti-progressive thoughts, which is for such intolerance, is trying to put down the minority and to silence secular thoughts, human thoughts, this I am sure the people of Karnataka will not take it. And we, who are the conscious keepers of the society, will not let these people come. We will talk to the people. We will make it our agenda to talk to people, to think before, and we will explain them the dangers of such people who are going to rule us, if elected.
I beg your pardon. But you've spoken on a whole host of things. So I beg your pardon again. And especially on the need to speak up against intolerance, speak up for plurality, become, at one point you even said, the voice of the voiceless. What makes you speak out against wrongdoing so confidently, so fearlessly, when others like you are silent? Now, be it Padmavati or Durga, you've always spoken your mind out, leading many to ask that, are you also going to take the political plunge? This seems to be the season of stars, actors, superstars doing just that.
I'm really sad about those people who are silent. And I'm equally worried about the silence of such conscious keepers. You know, if people like us are silent, I have said this before, if you are covered, you will make a society covered. And this is not done. They better wake up. This is time to wake up. And it is not important that people like me belong to any political party. I don't want to be a party to any political party. As conscious keepers, we should be a fearless, questioning, and yearning for a wonderful society. And we should do it. But I really beg those people who are silent, please, this is going to cost a lot to this nation, to this society. Because we have derived from the society, we have grown from the society. This is the time to give back to the society.
Let's just wish that more people would hear just what you're saying, your call to sort of speak out, the change makers, those who can make a difference, whose voices can be heard, to ask for a different kind of narrative, for a different kind of politics, really. But what sort of action do you believe should be taken against Mr. Hegde and those who make comments of this kind, comments of this nature?
With the silence becoming louder and louder, with the silence becoming alarmingly silent, I have very little hope, but I still hope and wish they take action against such people and disassociate before they get into elections with such people who, whichever party they belong to, is the most dangerous enemies of this society of our country.
You know, there are those who are saying that the people like this, politicians like this, are being allowed to, in a sense, hijack the narrative because the opposition to them doesn't speak out strongly enough, doesn't have any clear responses, and very often is pulled down to such levels also. Every party, every now and then, we see coming up with this kind of hate or not being able to respond strongly enough. How do you see this issue?
That's exactly what I'm saying. We the people, we the voters, we the citizens of this country, should not look at these guys, who's going to talk, who's doing politics. I'm not interested in all that. We have to tell them that if you all don't talk, we will look at you in the same eyes as we looked at these people. Because as I said, people who are silent, who are waiting for opportunities to politicize this are also equally dangerous. And that's why I stand not with any party, but with the people of this country. We are the bigger force. It is our country. It's because we should understand that every decision we take as the citizens of this country is going to politically decide what are the things which is going to, what are the things which is going to be decided on us, what is going to change our lives. And we need to be the change. We need to decide to be the change, and we will have to look at BJP, we have to look at other political parties also, if they are silent or are they politicizing this, or are they genuine in questioning such questions.
Okay, spoken very strongly there, that nobody can remain silent anymore, and the people really have to take charge. Well, last question, you talked about yourself being, people like yourself and everyone around you, the Aam Aadmi, really being the change maker, driving change, people like you who have wings, who can speak up, also making a difference now. Like I said, it seems to be the season for people to take the political plunge. You've ruled that out, but there's Rajnikant, the superstar. There's Kamal Haasan, also a huge star there, and they're sort of going right for it, joining politics to make a difference on the ground. Wouldn't you say it's time for you to even consider it, sir?
I have no issues of them coming, as long as they promise me, they give me hope, they make me believe that they have something to offer which I need the change I need to have, the health I need to have of the society. Anyone who offers it, we will stand by them.
Okay, Prakash Raj, thanks very much. Pleasure as always having you on the program there. Hegde is the minister in question whose comments on words secular in the constitution have provoked a lot of angry reactions there. Of course, especially when we have the Supreme Court, who in previous judgments has said that nothing that takes away from the basic tenets of the Constitution can go ahead as changes to the Constitution, even if parties have a majority in Parliament. Perhaps Mr. Hegde needs to do a quick crash course on all of that. We spent the day trying to reach him. We'll keep up our efforts there, but let's hope that he puts his thinking cap on a bit more before he comes up with comments of that kind. Well, on that note, it's a wrap then on Left, Right and Centre. See you again, same time tomorrow. Goodbye, good night. Thanks so much for watching.